This is Schroeder. Nice move by Paul George. George now played by Looney, got the step and scores.
Perfect move. That's what you have to do. And
for 3 days as well, doesn't it?
Not just in the gym. George finally gets a bucket.
But this is what that may be what's happening. Why the missed layups is that you're thinking about what you're doing instead of just playing.
Well, they challenged George, but
and sends the guy handling the ball to the baseline.
George, the steal.
Well, the Kings right now are not having a hard time knocking down shots. 7 out of 10. Back door. George caught it and lays it up and in. Michael expected to be a contributor. There's a steal by Paul George. Took it right away from Jackson. Nobody there, and he'll throw it down. And what a... George in the corner. Got by. Goes to the rim. Throws it. He did have a play. Lead up to 11. George got down low. Nice play by Paul George.
That's a nice move. Took a little contact as well.
How about Paul George? Speaking of contact, not a problem there.
Move, emotional, and good
Passionate. George slithering his way inside.
That's tough.
4-game homestand after starting the season. 2 consecutive really tough road games.
There's a steal, something that Oklahoma City does back. Paul George may have gotten away with a walk. Offensive rebound and the score for number 13 in white.
Yeah, I think May, you could delete May from that sentence.
He's going to guard Steven Adams. Go at him every single play.
How about Paul George going right at Mirotic and able to bank it home. Paul George against Korver. Goes inside, reversed it easily.
Wow. I could attack him. They're playing hard just like they did in Orlando the other night. George in the hole as he used that left hand. I would think George. You know George is going to try to start to take over, and he scores there. It's Paul George.
Obviously someone whose ball handling skills have improved in the time that God Shamgod has been on the staff here as a player development. He's from New Zealand and played a year collegiately in the States at Pitt. And that is 4 points on that trip down the floor for the Thunder. Adams scored, then Paul.
Thunder don't even have a foul here in the fourth quarter. George, no. Got his own miss.
I mean, all of a sudden stayed on the ground. He just said.
Again, wanting to get out the lob. As Ferguson, it might have hit off the rim. George stays with it and lays it up and in.
That's a smart play. I mean, you know, just.
Here come the Thunder with numbers. Schroeder drops it off. George elevates and detonates here in Oklahoma. Good action. Adams able to facilitate. George down the lane. Counted and a foul. Knocked away by Ferguson. They hit ahead to Patterson. The lob. George. Oh, what a play.
Like that for him. So great execution.
5 straight games of 20 or more from T.J. Warren.
Basketball shoes and track shoes.
George, 31-24. 7 points. And George cuts the lead to 9. The Kings have. And there's the basket, 81-79. Remember that missed goaltending call.
George to the rim and the stop.
Very nice.
Diallo swats Durant, tried to go behind the back. It ends up in the hands of George. Reverse stuff. And 3 not there. Kept alive by Adams. Westbrook to George. Gets 2 with 5.5 seconds to go.
And Dave, they're just the defender and the rim. Nice by Paul George.
That's 25 now for George.
Put a little English on that finish right there, Dave.
Pressure on the ball. Paul George waits, hesitates to the rim, and goes above the rim.
That's what you call.
George goes behind his back. Now into the lane. All kinds of traffic, but deep enough to get it to roll over the cylinder and in. Just the pass. Knifing his way. Avoids Jokic and scores.
I take of a Nuggets player.
At the inbounds play, George passed up the jumper and took it to the rim. Finds Westbrook, swings it back over to George. George wants the drive and the finish with that nice scoop layup.
And there's another one of those over closeouts by
George trying to turn the corner, got to the rim, lays it up and in. Nice drive, a lot of threes. Unlike what has turned into the NBA revolution is Paul George. With a burst of acceleration, got up to the rim and throws it down.
That's to my point.
And off the front. It's loose, George stayed with it and scores underneath the free throw line. Now Paul George got behind everybody and makes them pay. And how run almost midway through quarter number 3. George trying to turn the corner on Sexton and does.
He took a lot of contact.
Well, just a 12-point game here with 3 and change. George. That's the continuation.
You want to see, you know, but here, high turnover out front.
George with the stuff.
And anytime you turn the ball.
One of the best defensive teams in the whole league, George.
Driving and scoring is Paul George. Stanley trying to overplay Paul George. George gets by him for a jam. It's now George. George with a drive and a scoop and a score.
You know, I know the Pistons knew that this was a good...
Doesn't go. Rebounded by Westbrook. Loops it ahead. George forcing the action for 2. Now we mentioned OKC's coming off the big win in Detroit. Ball was tipped and stolen by Grant. Ahead for George. Look out, Paul George. The layup goes.
For an easy look for the Nets, some ball movement. They only got off 6 field goal attempts in the fourth quarter.
Paul George soaring high. Accelerating. George gets around Dinwiddie. Corkscrews in. George crosses. George flips it in. He put
playing. Westbrook up top to Paul George. George driving, shooting, and scoring. And right now,
so it's Terrence Ferguson guarding Mitchell, who turns it over, throws it right to Paul in transition, and Paul is able to finish.
Touch that he shows.
George again got that Paul in the passing lane. Goes right at the rim, had the angle, and spins it home. Penetrates Westbrook, another great defensive play, got the strip. Ahead to George, driving on Frazier, scores and a foul for the slam.
How about the eyes behind his head to know that the double team is coming, and I know my guy is going to cut. Swing, you always hit the guy that's open no matter who it is.
George, what a shot. George takes it strong, soars to the rim for the slam.
If you're Denver's point guard, shoot the basketball. You're going to have an advantage at the rim for the rebound.
And if you're Paul George, you're so kind. 82-76, Denver up 6. 7 turnovers by the Nuggets in the third quarter. Paul George has
simply make plays.
George with the blow by and gets it. That's 26 in the first half. Grant, rhythm dribble. Paul George with defended by Torrey Craig, who held him to 1 of 12 on threes in their first meeting. George, what a beautiful finish. Just a conference player of the month in October, November. Now George finds Adams. Adams been living on that shot over the last couple of... Ferguson and his couple fouls are back in. Thunder stays down defensively. George gets behind the pack and soars for the flush. 4 minutes into this third quarter. George goes at a couple of defense players who are walled up. Doesn't matter.
14 of 27 in the first quarter. 7 ties, 1 lead change. And again, Oklahoma City getting to the basket. The OKC Thunder. Here they come up by 4. George lowers the shoulder, takes the bump. I'll tell you one thing, the Kings are not going to win this game if they don't do a better job of rebounding.
Yes, they do.
And they're not getting a stop there. That's Oklahoma City. Williams is on the all-star Paul George. Well, he's not on him anymore. The basket is good. He's got 32. That's not close from Williams. George, 2 more. He's got 43.
Wow, great pass by
Rubio would have had that would have been a 10 assists for Rubio in 1/2.
George inside, lays it in with the left hand. Korver, 2 quick buckets in the opening 12 minutes of play. George runs inside on Gobert.
It's a big time move. Notice how he put his body into Gobert.
Again.
I mean, you're flat out seeing some amazing athletes go at it tonight. And there's one of them right there.
30 for George.
That bounces off the back of the rim as the Thunder inching closer up ahead. George soars and throws it down. See what George decides to do. Has yet to score in the third.
Paul George, and ball's taken away by Schroeder, and he gives George a little Christmas gift.
6 rebounds for him.
George drives, floats it up, and it goes in. He's in double.
Hard George has to work. You can understand George 6 of 15 on one end. He's got a check. Harden on the other. Going to get a layup here, though. Westbrook, good look ahead.
Love the look ahead by Schroeder, and then the look up immediately to get Paul George that easy one. This is, boy, I'll tell you.
Paul George off target. Got it back and puts it in.
27 points right now, I think, off the Mavericks bench. 28 points, beg your pardon.
Score by Paul George.
Score.
Did not think the day was going to end with a Lorenzo Williams reference.
You didn't get the production call on that?
Oh, Paul George.
And again, Marcus, it's the bounce passes.
A little turnaround shot, no good. George spins and floats it up.
And shoot the 3. Kind of set Luka Doncic up, and watch out. Here we go.
George all the way up and over.
That's how he is. Before you can talk about one.
Keeping the Mavericks in this one thanks to some hot shooting from three-point land. And Paul George passed up.
Bad pass stolen by Westbrook. Westbrook measures, throws it up for Paul George. Good unselfish play for his 3. George catches, George drives. Nice step, bank shot is good. Pretty play from Paul George.
Zubac was going to catch it and the ability to finish.
George, double clutch. It was almost like a pass. He's got 21 more tonight. That's his 4th three-pointer. Paul George easily gets to the here in this quarter.
Look at Paul George too, Mike.
Oh, beautiful pass. And
Coaches are pretty good at what they do, and you're no longer taking the lead by surprise.
Paul George taking it to the rim and getting it to drop. Had made 13 of 16 free throws his last 2 games coming into tonight. Went 1 of 2 on that last trip. George, man, just hangs forever.
He took out a cameraman, but that's okay.
George got by Ariza and elevates.
It's first game back.
Yeah,
injury. Yeah, that was his actually season debut.
Nice pass, better cut, even better.
Second again by the Thunder.
Probably the 3rd possession so far that Minnesota's been able to capitalize, even though the shot clock was winding down. As Paul
contact.
Can George keep it alive? He does. Down low, banks it in. Take a rest. George faked right, went left. And you
now.
He missed free throws there by DeRozan.
There's a drive. Bertans is in all the easy point categories. Points off turnovers, points in the paint, fast break, second chance points. Tonight, San Antonio is beating him in every. Pass here by San Antonio. 4 to play in the second quarter. George around the Adams screen and into Gasol.
Too easy.
Here comes George snaking his way into Aldridge. Got it to go. Big shot by George.
Average 25 and 5. He's put together a great year. George got behind him there, and an easy stuff.
Which is onto him. The 3 ball. And another possession out to Westbrook. The lob. George finishing at the
double digits in bounds. He's 13th in the rebounding department in the entire league. Paul George. This is Clyde.
Chris Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. George gets inside. Nice move to the basket from George.
Timely hoop.
Throws it right in the hands of Ferguson, and George behind everybody has to track it down. McCollum had it knocked away and a steal by George. George got away from everybody and detonates at the rim.
And you know how
fun one. It's been a tight one. There's a pass got deflected by Paul George. Hip to hip with Nurkic. All the way to the rim and he scores.
I'm more impressed with that 24 assists on 30 made field goals. Paul George all the way to the rim.
Here's George, puts it on the floor, gets past two guys, stuffs it up.
Tells you he's got a chance to be able to step out and make threes consistently.
He just needs the reps, David.
Paul George. I felt like a lot of young fans, you know, they need to see some of the names on that list.
Yeah.
Paul Malone, terrific scorer. That guy's a pretty good scorer right there, Paul George.
Probably the fastest player in the NBA, Russell Westbrook. Paul George flipping it in. Another good start for George. He has 8 quick points for the Thunder. Defenders missed the shot badly, and here comes Westbrook hitting ahead for Paul George. Drives on Winslow and finishes. Right now, no Olympics second three in this quarter. Paul George, fast break.
OKC number 3 in defensive rating. Boston number 2. Paul George with one of the comments with us earlier when he talked about how he slowed down just a little bit this year, not getting caught up in Russell Westbrook's pace of the game.
Him on the floor, that's why he was open for that rebound.
George weaving through traffic for the two-handed.
Raining threes. Remember now, Boston is 3rd in makes and 3rd in attempts on offensive foul.
George up.
Yeah, I wasn't for passing me up on offensive rebounds.
I wasn't sure how it was going to make you feel.
That's quite an achievement. That's a nice move by Paul George. Wow.
Harden fumbles it, lost it. Good defense from Steven Adams. George drives and finishes. This is what the Thunder do. Remembers, as is Iman Shumpert. Shumpert doing his first game with the Rockets after being acquired from Sacramento, and yet off another turnover. OKC
not going up strong, and then third, guard the 3-line better. He said James Harden and his step back threes they can deal with, but we've got to defend the other threes better.
Grown man moving traffic the second time, making the play.
George goes right at P.J. Tucker. Shot's good. Westbrook comes in and takes it right out of his hands. Throws it ahead to George. George slams it home.
Consecutive wins for the Blazers with leading going into the fourth quarter. As George slips his way and throws it down. So crafty, but that time the Thunder defense steps up and creates the deflection. George turns on the speed all the way to the rim as he
not fouled on that play as well.
Oh, George trying to slither down low. Triple team somehow score. Games, no small sample size there. The contest at the rim. And George leaking out behind the defense and scores. 4th consecutive win. 11 out of the last 12 games. George, the hesitation, takes the...
New Orleans had an 8-point lead in that first quarter and a save by Adams. George up ahead, throws it down. Paul George, no. Noel with the offensive rebound. And George hangs and finishes at the...
Jamie Dixon in college. Another deflection by the Thunder. George going 1-on-3. Gets rid of O'Neal and scores.
Defense is playing aggressive as much as anything, but we get a few more stops.
They obviously live off of forcing turnovers. How do you keep them out of transition?
Well,
George, great step through. Paul George as good as any scorer off the dribble in the league. Breaks down Gobert, and what an incredible finish with the left lead midway through the final frame. George drives and finishes for his 30th point.
What a step in the game.
Paul George knew he missed it right away. Got his own miss. That's basketball 101, right? Hard screen by Adams. George drives at Gobert and finishes for his 39th point. It's going to be a pass or a shot. It ends up being Thunderball anyway, and a breakaway for George. And a stop!
How about that over?
Here is Paul George, fresh off that game-winning shot, high archer, and a beautiful dish that time by Steven Adams as we open up this game.
That one to fall. And I'm interested to see this matchup because that would look personal. That looked like he had some. Good cut there by Paul George, and he really bailed Russell Westbrook. Another steal by Paul George, and he's able to get all the way to the rim. Mike Malone.
It's Westbrook down low. Shot clock is at 3. Good scoop pass inside to George. Find Morris. Outlet to George. Paul George, 1 of 5. Slithers and drives.
I'm not sure there's another play.
See where you guys are coming from, but remember now, this is the same Portland team that had home court advantage last year versus
Dennis Schroeder. Missed it all. Offensive rebound by George. Did not hit the rim. Clock continues to tick, and George.
The kick in the corner. George the board and the reverse. Just his second
scoring list, Ralph.
It's hard to believe what has happened or hasn't happened with the Lakers. This is a throwdown hard by Paul George.
When your locker room.
Good defense by Schroeder.
They've done a great job on Harris. Harris hasn't had a good look.
Oh, George put LeVert in the weight room.
Now that's his first score of the game.
Paul George underneath. Got the bucket to go over Cruz.
Remember we said early on.
Little hesitation move. He threw it away. Lost it. 3-on-1 the other way. Paul George took the hit and won.
Expecting Sabonis to put him in the basket.
Now they run him off the screen again. Now George down the lane, pounds it down. And so 9%. 7 times this year they've shot below 40%. They've lost the ball, and that.
I mean, this guy, he's averaging nearly 15 and 10. But just like that play right there is what he's capable on an every night basis.
You like his Still 9 minutes remaining, however. George gets to the rim. That one.
You know how when you're suspended, like Westbrook is, it'll be 1/82nd of his salary?
He's always got the defender off to a good start when he gets those early touches.
George flies all the way to the rim.
I'm taking a shot right now and knocking it down.
What a difference the latter half of this first quarter. George goes right. 360, rigging the rim. George fighting his way down the lane. It's going to already with 5 assists.
George inside, pulling his way inside for the bucket.
Been a great road performance so far.
The shooting's almost 60% from the field.
Tons of contact, no call. Schroeder so fast. George in transition.
Paul George spins back baseline. Full on right, lost it, trying to split the double team. And Paul George, 18 and 5 assists. Paul George blocked by Bruno, but George gets it back and
McDermott takes it in, got blocked. George on the break, and George finishes with the slam.
Some issues has been all the different motion and cutting of the Denver offense. George goes right at Jokic and finishes over the top.
When were you born, man? That's like a classic. There's like 15 of those movies that have come out since then.
A long time ago. You wonder how much energy Denver's going to have. Nice pass. George climbs the ladder and scores. George is going to have to operate with alacrity. Drives quickly down the lane. What's remarkable thing about Steven Adams, second year in a row, he's going to have more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. George slithers free. Cleveland. The Thunder leak out up ahead. It's George behind everybody as he scores.
The pace of the game, and he does just about as good a job as anyone starting the game off with his intensity as George gets the dunk.
And run on offense. You were a starter in Atlanta. You were the leader of the team. Now you're in a 6-man ball. His numbers over the last 3 games, 20 and 10, being more aggressive. And this team can get steals and turn defensive consistency.
Leads the Pistons in threes made. George, a tough drive down low. Got his miss. Puts it up underneath the three-point line. Michael, he's taken 10 shots and just 1 3. Now George gets by. Make it 11 shots. Digits other than Griffin. As you see George trying to turn the corner. Got to the rim. Drummond.
The rebounding, that's astounding. You know, of course, someone of his talent's going to, as George takes it and dunks it, he's going to get double figures point.
Harden, three, no. Rebound by Ferguson. Inside they go, and there's side right to Adams, crashing to the floor. Harden is guarded, 2 of 7. Here comes George the other way with a try.
Yeah, but this doesn't feel to a playoff game.
Putting a screen, trying to feed inside, deflected and picked up by Paul George. Off that baseline, try.
Schroeder.
Thunder's defense has really gotten good this quarter.
Nice feed inside, and George finally sees one go through the hoop. And a struggle, but a good feed that time as Westbrook gets his 7th assist.
They've got to be happy with where they are.
Back up double figures again. They led by as many as 19 in the first half. George gets past the defense. Layup is good. 20 for George.
Nice pass by Aminu. Had Harkless dropping in the paint and found him. And this is what I like to see right there. Paul George going to the back. Good defense by Morris there. Stayed between McCollum and the basket. And again, I like Paul George attacking the rim. I just think somebody good player for them went out. They still got a good quality center there.
Here's George again and again scoring inside. That's his 3rd basket near the rim.
And Russell Westbrook play the same way. The intensity, the defensive presence. He's enjoying this game.
Oh, absolutely. I said
with the board. They've missed 13 of the last 14. They finally get one. The high percentage two-handed slam.
Last 2 or 3 years, he said, I felt like I was the only guy on the block, and it took a while to fit in.
Well, he's fitting in now, though turned it over, and
Just semi-break, never really slowed down and took it in, made him go 6-8 footer.
Nifty dribbling by George, gets himself. George, in just 5 minutes, has 9 points already, hasn't missed. And a high percentage shot inside here, and into the hands of George. That was close. Westbrook for George, all the way in for the layup. On the floor for Ferguson. So you got Schroeder, Westbrook, and George goes all the way in. 4 run for the Blazers. George on the take. George scores. Man, what a tough shot for Paul George.